is I, Jordan Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where I have more than a few things to say about Chris Hayes's incredible comments about Memorial Day. Now, on Sunday, Chris Hayes and his show, Up with Chris Hayes, actually said this, that he was quote-unquote uncomfortable calling our war dead quote-unquote heroes. Now, Chris Hayes is on MSNBC. He has his own show. He's a MSNBC contributor. That's right. He is the epitome of what a liberal Democrat is. He's also the editor of this worthless communist rag known as The Nation. Now, if he's the editor of a publication, then you think this man would have enough brains to say things that make sense and don't say things that will offend people, especially when it comes to our military. But we all know what the name of this game is. What Chris Hayes has done here is shown us exactly what these liberal Democrats are. They are anti-military, anti-American, anti-capitalist, and anti-free market. They are nothing but a bunch of communists, and that is just all there is to it. Now, since then, Up with Chris Hayes has apologized for his comments, and I read the apology, and I'm not going to dishonor you by saying it here, but I will tell you a little bit of what is said, some sort of rambling mumbo-jumbo leftist about confusing the civilian and the military establishments or something like that only Chris Hayes could do. And trust me, this apology was half-hearted and only meant probably to save his ass on MSNBC and not be fired. That's all there is to it. And of course, nothing has happened to him. But the guy said what he meant, and he meant what he said. It's just that easy to figure out. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the guy is a piece of crap, period. How dare this guy on the eve of Memorial Day say something insane like he's uncomfortable with our fallen dead not being heroes? Well, I got news for Up with Chris Hayes. They are heroes. Every damn last one of them are heroes. The ones that have given a full measure of devotion and the ones that are serving now deserve our respect and admiration. And the key word here, Up with Chris Hayes, is respect. Something you don't understand. But let me explain something to you. It goes a lot deeper than just Up with Chris Hayes. It's all of them. From Nancy Pelosi to Harry Remax Reed to Big Daddy Obama himself, all of them can't stand the military. Hell, look what they're doing right now. Look at the military, their budget that they're cutting. In the face of great uncertainty in the Middle East with Iran and their nuclear weapons, unrest in Syria, the Russians are arming again, the Chinese are already arming, and these damn liberal Democrats want to cut the military budget to save the money for the worthless, unemployed welfare bums called the social programs. And we all know how they can't stand the military. Look what Big Daddy Obama did 2 years ago when he couldn't make it to the Memorial Day services. Remember that? He had to take a vacation. He flew down to Hurricane Katrina, blamed George Bush for it, then got in his jet and flew back to his house in Chicago to take some well-deserved time off. Of course, it was another one of his endless vacations. The guy's always on vacation, and we're paying him to take vacations, him and his worthless family. And so he was at his home in Chicago on Memorial Day, and he didn't make it to the Tomb of the Unknown. He sent that worthless Joe Badmouth Biden there. Incredible. It's the first time that I have ever remembered a president that didn't make it to Arlington National Cemetery on Memorial Day. Now, in the 8 years Bush was there, he missed one. But the one that he missed, he was over at the D-Day commemorations in France. That's excusable. But there's no excuse for Obama. He just decided to take a little time off. I mean, after all, spending, $1.5 trillion of the taxpayers' money is exhausting. And so, he took some time off. But incredibly, he managed to get his worthless ass back on Air Force One Monday night and fly back to D.C. so he could watch a Paul McCartney concert. And that's just how these people are. He can't make it to Arlington for Memorial Day, but by God, he can bring his ass back to D.C. to watch a Paul McCartney concert. So nothing that these damn liberal Democrats surprises me. But let me explain something to you. As far as I'm concerned, what Chris Hayes did is, as strange as it may sound, has done us a favor. Because all of this stuff should be used against them. And Priest Freebies, or whatever the hell his name is, the chairman of the Republican Party, should use this incredible comment by Hayes against them. They're all the same. Hayes, Obama, MSNBC, and the American people should see just exactly what they are. Look, priests, they are handing you this stuff. You can't make this stuff up, and it should be used against them. You should have Chris Hayes and every clip you can singing the praise of his Marxist buddy Obama, and then play the clip of him saying what he said about our honored military. That's exactly what they should do. They should use this against him. Why not? Hell, you see what Obama's scorched earth policy is. Donald Trump comes out and endorses Mitt Romney, and all I hear is how Donald Trump is the damn Antichrist. I was listening to MSNBC last night, and that worthless Lawrence O'Donnell, all he did was kept calling him a bloviating imbecile. And that's it. And that's what they think of Donald Trump. So apparently their scorched earth policies are going to be in full force. And here is Chris Hayes saying something incredible like this, and it should be used against them. He should be exposed. They should be exposed for the anti-military, anti-American, damn communists that they are. Until next time, this is your favorite conservative Ronald Reagan saying this to you right now. Chris Hayes, I don't accept your apology because you are a piece of crap. And as a recovering journalist, I say this now. You are an embarrassment to the field of journalism, and your ass should be fired right now by MSNBC. But other than that, Chris, you just keep talking, because the more you talk, the better off we are. Until next time, I say this now. Over!